Hi, this is Lisa. Welcome to my sewing room. The other day, one of my good friends asked me for help with recreating a dress she had a vintage photo of. We were able to find her a relatively close style that was available in her size in print. But with the changes to the printing industry and the pattern making industry in general, we wanted to show people some options for starting to draft your own patterns without going through the years that I have of pattern drafting practice and learning. It's really fun for me, but I recognize not everyone's the same as I am, and some people just want to sew. Also, don't despair. You won't have to just kind of wrap yourself up in chunks of linen like this beautiful statue from ancient Egypt. And while that is a legitimate way to work, which is through draping, you also can start with very simple patterns, sort of like some of the draped and very like T-shaped cutting patterns that we see depicted here in this mural of Saint Thecla. But never fear, you can have more modern things than that. In fact, with our square cut pattern that is part of the on demand class with Liz Haywood, you can make a nice square cut shirt. The best thing about these shirts is they are extremely versatile. I wear them so much that I'm shocked it was hard to find videos of me with wearing them. But here is me wearing a similar cut shirt to visit a museum in Philadelphia. Here's me wearing that exact shirt to visit the Old Faithful Hotel in Yellowstone National Park. Here I am wearing that same shirt later that week with, don't worry, that is a fake moose behind me. That is why I'm making that face. My husband just scared me with that. The nicest thing about the square cut shirt is the many variations you can do. Here is that same shirt pattern with some slight adjustments, additional ruffles, and a little bit more drama to the collar. It makes a really, really nice shimmy set, very comfortable under warm 1870s linen gowns, or just as a shirt, honestly. You can also do some other variations. You can take the sleeves and turn them a little bit and adjust the length and widen the sleeves to get a little more drama to them. And what you have is a lovely, really very classic linen nightgown. It is the most comfortable nightgown I've ever owned. I made this because I was inspired by the Nosferatu film, but it really is a very, very comfortable, cozy, both warm and cool nightgown. Now, interestingly enough, I actually don't have a great video of me in my similar outfits that are like this, but the idea is that you can take that nightgown and you could take that nightgown pattern and make instead a lovely dress. And in fact, under this dress, I have a linen shift, which made the dress even more comfortable. And don't worry, that is water in my flask. If you take that exact same square cut shirt pattern and make a yoke and then widen the bottom and turn the sleeve sideways, you get a nice puffy sleeve with a beautiful yoke chemise. This is one of my favorite chemises. I wear it under most of my 1830s and 40s gowns, and it just gives some nice volume, but also, honestly, in a sturdy fabric, it would also make a really nice modern gown. But it's a really nice way to get yourself into a shift without the stress of figuring out what all those squares should be once you have that square cut shirt pattern figured out. Similarly, Laura is wearing, I believe, a yoked chemise under all of that, making it more comfortable to wear. You can take that similar pattern, similar thought, and shorten it and change the shape of the purple box, which is your yoke, and you can get a lovely modern top that's extremely wearable. I made this specific top a couple of years ago in a beautiful printed Ramie. I'm a little shocked. I actually couldn't find any videos of me wearing it because I wear it all the time. But just to show there's a more modern kind of couture way you can handle this kind of garments. Even more couture is you can take that exact same start again. We have a yoked, puffy sleeve. You take the sleeves off, but keep that nice volume and width in the body. And what you get is a really nice linen dress. I have it unbelted here, but what I like about this dress is it is extremely comfortable. It fits kind of no matter what kind of things might be happening in your life. And it looks great with different belts. It looks great with a vest. It looks great with it tucked into a skirt. And it's just, I wear it so often that it's unremarkable, and therefore I don't have any beat-ups of myself in it. That said, Matcha knows what's coming because she was waiting patiently. She really was that still. I was trying to film the dress, and she was so still. She looks like a paper cutout here, but I swear to God, I wasn't even slowing this video down. She's just waiting patiently for her favorite thing, which is the dress that she heard me getting out at the same time as this linen dress, which is the bias cut evening gown that I made from the same pattern. So you can take the same pattern, take the width, make it a little wider because bias tends to drop and lose, and you cut it on the bias. You can adjust and play with the armholes and the neckline, and you can get this really dramatic, beautiful evening dress. I made this for a wedding and I have worn it many, many times. Again, I wear it so much that I don't really have video of me wearing it because my friends and my family don't see it as remarkable anymore. But it has pockets. It has a lovely dramatic deep hem and a wide hem, and it goes great over a corset. It goes great without a corset as long as your bra straps are wide enough. It has this really dramatic swoop. The cut means that it only took about 3.5 yards of fabric, despite having this really wide swoop because of the way that I pieced the bottom half. The waist is not that high. It actually doesn't have a waist. That's all the belt. I'm very high waisted, and that's where my waist is. So there's some ideas from most simple, obvious square cut Renaissance wear shirt to a beautiful evening gown that would make Claire McCardle proud. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas on some great ways that you can really skip some of the parts of pattern drafting that can be a little bit intimidating and go right to the good stuff, which is a lot of lovely wearable dresses and shirts that will help you round out your wardrobe and ultimately make everything of your dreams without having to find a printed pattern. The best thing about these patterns is that they are really fully scalable no matter your size and proportion. So you don't have to be a sample size. You don't have to be a certain size. You just have to be you. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope this finds you well, and I look forward to hearing more about what you were sewing and creating this summer. Please drop a comment if you would like to have this class be live again, or if you've made something really interesting using the on-demand class. We made it in 2021, which now sounds like a long time ago. But I'm really excited to be able to share Liz Haywood's work with the world and to be able to support our listeners to learn more about pattern cutting in a way that is just so fabric saving and fun.